Hello to all my story lovers. Welcome back in Storytime channel. Today's story name is The Intelligent Python, written by great Sudha Murty. Now let's go to the story. Once there lived a king named Ayu and his wife Indumati, who ruled from the capital city of Pratisthana. They had a son whom they loved dearly. Indumati had a nanny who was responsible for the infant prince. But she was no ordinary nanny. In fact, she wasn't nanny at all. An Asura named Hund had disguised himself just to get close to the young prince and capture him when he got a chance. He desperately wanted to eat the baby. One day, when the king and the queen were away, Hunt kidnapped the baby and flew away with him to the skies. Once Hunt reached his palace, he handed the infant to the cook and asked him to make a delicious meal of the boy. The cook, however, could not bring herself to kill the innocent child and left him on the steps of the sage Vasishtha's house. When the sage opened his door the next morning, he saw a cherubic baby lying on the doorstep. Smiling up at him, the sage took the baby in his arms, decided to take care of him, and named him Nahusha. Nahusha and Vasishtha lived happily for some time. However, Nahusha's biological parents, Ayu and Indumati, were in great distress. Some time passed before the traveling sage Narada informed Ayu about the location of his son, and Nahusha was successfully reunited with his parents. When Nahusha reached adulthood, he attained fame as a great warrior, soldier, and conqueror. He also battled with Indra and his great army. Indra, however, sensed his imminent defeat and escape. He left everything behind, including his wife Sachi. When Nahusha reached Indra's palace, saw Shachi, he fell in love with her and desired to make her his queen. Shachi refused him. Nahusha's advisor said to him, O mighty king, you have defeated the king of the gods Indra, but you must not disrespect a woman. We urge you to accept Sachi's decision. Sachi was afraid and approached Brihaspati, the guru of the gods, who told her what to do. Following Brihaspati's instruction, Sachi sent word to Nahusha in his court and invited him for an event. There is going to be a celebration in the heavens, said the note. King Nahusha is invited to attend. Please arrive in Palki. When Nahusha received Sachi's invitation, he mistook the gesture to be that of consent. Instantly, he wanted to depart for the heavens and look around for his soldier to escort him. But his foot soldiers were not present in the court. Instead, 7 sages were busy chanting mantras in the far corner of the room. Nahusha's desire for Sachi was so great that he ordered them, I must go to the heavens right now. Please carry my palkin. Nahusha was clearly disrespecting the learned man by interrupting their prayers. But the 7 sages did not resist. They abandoned their task and picked up the palkin in order to escort him. Of all the sages, Agastya was the shortest, and this caused a slight jerk in the movement of the palkin. Nahusha tried to resist the urge to complain, but he could not sit comfortably for long. I am the king of all the realms, he thought. Even the king of the gods ran away from me. I deserve the best ride and not this distress treatment from these sages. Upset, Nahusha thrust one foot out of the palkin and kicked Agastya. Sage Agastya was not an ordinary rishi. He was furious. Oh Nahusha, you are not a good man. You have shown no respect for women or for a learned folk. May you turn into a python and fall to the earth. In the blink of an eye, Nahusha turned into Python. At last he realized his folly and begged Agastya to limit the curse that he now had to live with. So Agastya said kindly, when the time comes, a king named Yudhishthira will help you break the curse. Years and decades went by. One day, a python in the forest captured a great warrior Bhima. Steadily, the python began coiling around him. Bhima, who was extremely strong, tried his best to escape the python's clutches, but even his strength was of no match against the strong reptile. Desperate, he called out for help until his older brother Yudhishthira, who was the king of the land, came to his rescue. When the king stood directly in front of the python said, I will ask you a few philosophical questions, and if you answer them correctly, I will release your brother. Yudhishthira agreed immediately. Who is learned man? Asked the python without a second's thought. He is one who is ready to make sacrifice out of the compassion and knowledge, replied Yudhishthira. What is the supreme knowledge? The understanding of life. Yudhishthira shot back. Is the family you are born into important? Asked the python. Birth is accidental. All people are equal. Here is one last question for you. Which is higher, being truthful or being charitable? Yudhishthira replied, both are equally important as long as they help humanity. You are a man of wisdom, king, said the python. I will keep my word. Saying this, the python released Bhima and was transferred back into Nahusha. By now, Nahusha had realized his folly. His arrogance had caused him to live the life of a serpent. He had learned his lesson. Nahusha thanked the two Pandavas brothers who assisted him in the completion of his curse and went to heaven for his previous good deeds. Now this is the end of the story. If you like it, then tell me in the comment box. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.